Greetings Emperors and welcome to this Imperium Sine Fine playthrough. My aim for today is to show you how you create a new empire, and then we'll play a bit with a new empire to give you a rough feeling for how you play Imperium Sine Fine. For this playthrough I used the warrior version. As you can see, I have premium lifetime access. This means that I can choose among all the 13 factions in the game. If you only have basic access, there will only be 4 factions available to play. In the bottom left part of the screen you have the settings button. Here you will have some contact information if you want to join the community and talk with other players. We have an official Discord channel, a YouTube channel, and also a subreddit on Reddit. There are also a lot of options here. You can turn on and off the autosave, sound effect, background music, and also if you want the game to stop when events occur. On the right part of the screen you have 3 buttons. It's continue if you want to continue the latest saved game, load game, and we have the new game button. And here we have a multitude of options. The first one we need to do is that we need to select the faction. There are a lot of different factions here, 13. If you only have basic access, you will only be able to select Imperium, Athlorian, Golconda Outreach, and Delzun Hegemony. But for this playthrough, we will use Imperium. That's like a basic empire, well organized, which gets some bonus to the combat values. One interesting thing to note about them is that they prefer to have the legionnaire troop type, and they want to have roughly 70% in their armies to get their maximum army composition bonus. We can select map size also, and what size you have on the map will also decide how many factions there is in the game. For this game we'll use standard. That means 5 factions, including our own Imperium faction. You can also select difficulty level. We will go with novice. Warden, Reaver and Imperator is harder difficulties, where the computer gets some bonuses. If you select Fog of War, the map will be hidden for your empire, but not for the other empires. So this is if you really enjoy exploring the map, but it will have no other effect on the AI, for example. If you select Observe mode, it means that the AI will play for you. That if you want to, observe a game, see how the AI behave. Okay, let's start the game. Okay, you see here immediately when we zoom in that we have 2 armies, 1 cavalry army, 1 infantry army, and 1 city. The city has some basic garrisons, 500 soldiers. Have not collected any resources this month. It has 4 workshops, 2 doing support equipment, 1 for armor and 1 for melee weapons. There are 3 different projects that we can do: build walls, build workshop, and raise army. You can also select expansion focus. For example, if you want the city to expand to a different type of terrain, otherwise it will be random. The infantry army is a recruit, very low experience. They have the strategy rush enemy, very straightforward. Combat readiness is 25%. Combat readiness is the organization value times how much equipment the army has. It has 500 legionaries. Remember that we want maximum armor composition bonus. It wants to have 70% legionaries. You can press on the name if you want additional information and data about the troops, and then you can scroll through the different troop types. There are one project the army can do is exercise army, and you can we all can select one strategy, but that will change as the army gets more experience and we develop better technologies. You also have a lot of information about the army, organization value, how much equipment it has, combat readiness, which is the percentage organization times the equipment level. ACB, armor composition bonus, maximum is 20%. And then you have the armor value, the melee value, and range value, which is the combat values of this army. If you look at the cavalry army, it has a different composition because it has 300 cursori, which is a light cavalry, very quick and good for raiding enemies, but perhaps not the type you want for your main battle armies. Can also only do exercise army as project, not many strategies, and also have some basic combat data. Now, what do we do? Or rather, let's zoom out and see what is around us. Okay, we have the neutral faction Mivaro down to the south and some dwarf, the Dinsun hegemony. Another strange neutral to the southwest. We have the Black Room Free Company here in the west. Oh, is it a Krant Empire to the northeast? That will be interesting to see what they do. And we have one more Krant Empire to the east. Okay, interesting setup. If we look at the terrain around us, we have a big forest south, and otherwise there's a lot of plains and some sea to the east here. What you can do is that you can change the map mode. Now we have the standard map mode. If you change to the diplomatic map mode, you will see a color for all your own territory. It will be dark blue, and then all other empires will show a color depending on the diplomatic status you have to them. You can change to the political map. There, all empires have a fixed color, and it will be a lot easier to see where all the different empires are located, where they have the cities and armies. And you can press the button again to get the expansion map mode. This is very useful map mode to see where you can build settlements or farms in the beginning. Okay, I believe that I will start to send my infantry army to the east, perhaps to the bay here, to build a farm which I then will change or expand into a city. The cavalry army, I will actually do like this. I will disband some of the cavalry and instead add some infantry and make it a copy into the first army. That's at least the objective. One thing that's very good, that as soon as you start the game, you press the play or start time button. The cavalry will be disbanded, but you will not get any infantry until the end of the month recruitment phase. Okay, let's press the play button. I will actually do like this. You saw that the number of cursori decreased to 50. We don't want to decrease them more, because if we do that, we will disband the army in its entirety, and this is annoying. Then we will have to raise a new army, and then we lose 1 month of expansion time in the city. If we look at the city now, you see that it started to expand into the square to the southeast. It's a forest sector, that's good. You also see that we have started to collect some resources. But let's focus on our army, which is starting to get close. As soon as it's entered this green area, it will also be able to do build farm order. Oh, now the game stopped and we have an event. Let's see what this is. There is no active research project and no more research point can be stored. Select the research project to start. Okay. Now we jump directly into the Empire menu. You can also do that by pressing the third button from the left. Saved cycles 15. We can select among 3 different research projects: government, manufacturing and libraries. If you long press on it, you will get the information pop up that informs you of what this technology does. I will press manufacturing because it will boost our workshop capacity, which means that each workshop will be able to produce more equipment. Good. Let's see here. Let's continue the game and see. Okay, our army has now reached where I want to build my farm. I press the build farm button. You can see that it will start the build farm project. Takes 3 months. Oh, sorry. And when I press time, you can now see that a very big areas of green is disappearing as each faction is starting to claim territory. Let's go back to the diplomatic map mode, which I prefer. It will also be very good because it will show you when your city expands into a new area or territory. Let's go there already with the army to be prepared. Like I said before, in order to do projects for armies, you will always need 100 of the basic troop type, which for Imperium is Legionnaire, is the first one, the uppermost one. 2 days remaining. Now you saw that it took a little bit more time to process the last cycle of the month. You also saw that we managed to recruit 270 legionnaires. It seems that it was the manpower that was the limiting factor for this. I will now disband the last 50 of the cursori, and I will start the project Improved Terrain because we need lots of resources and we gain more resources from a hex if we improve the terrain. It will take 2 months to complete this project. If you long press on a screen, on a hex, you will open the terrain dialog, which will inform you a little bit of what resource output we get from this forest sector and a little bit about MTI and MTO. What this is the movement time to enter the hex and the movement time to exit the hex, to move out from the hex. This means that it will go faster to move from a plains to a plains them from a forest to a place, because it takes longer time to move out of a forest hex than a plains hex. Let's start the time again, and see what happens here. Everything progresses smoothly. We zoom out a little bit. We can see that the Black Room Free Company is have moved out. They're probably building a farm as well. The Mavaro village here is red. They are enemies. We have the Dasun Hegemony also already started to fight with one of the Krant empires. This is good for us because they will weaken themselves, and also they will be a little bit delayed in building up their empire and number of cities. All in all, a good start. We'll let the time run forward a little bit faster because nothing is happening now in the beginning. We can do this while we look at the resource collection and the production of resources and equipment. As you can see, we only produce 39 support equipment. Even if we have 2 workshops for it, we should theoretically be able to produce more than 100. But we are limited in horses, and we're also limited in leather. Okay, now something happened. Let's press and see what it is. Army Flavia Lancers have improved the infrastructure in the hex. This is very good. If we look now, you can see that both the horse and manpower, and also all output has improved basically, all resource output. We will go to the nearby hex which we have claimed and start improved terrain there as well. It will take 2 days until we claim the next hex. You see that you claim hex very quickly in the beginning, but it will take longer and longer time the more hexes you have claimed and farther away it is from the city. Oh, no, something else. We have built a farm. Then, in order for it to become a city, we need to settle the area. So you basically need to do another project when the project is completed. It says it takes 2 months and 15 days. And this is even if it takes a shorter time, it is a much tougher project to complete than building the farm, because you need to use 600 equipment in order to build or settle the area. And the army only have 483, and we don't build that many. This means that you cannot, even if you can build lots of farms in the beginning, you cannot settle areas and build into cities. Or perhaps you can, but not so many at the same time. Let's increase the speed a bit. Something happened relatively quickly. We completed research and manufacturing level 1. You can now see here in the research level that one level of manufacturing. We can choose between guilds, government and manufacturing. Guilds makes it possible to build more workshops, not really important now. Government, each level of government makes it possible to build 2 more cities before the decentralized empire panels start. I mean, this is good. This will basically means that if we research this now, it will be quicker to research technologies later on. This one takes 3 months and 4 days. Let's go with this and put on the timer again and see what happens. Yep, you can see that it takes 1 month and 15 days now to claim a new area, so it takes longer and longer. Up, and just as we looked, we completed the next improve terrain project. So we'll continue to do this. It's important to note that there are a lot of different outposts you can build in the game, but you need to be at least 2 hexes away from the city or another outpost in order to build outpost. So it means that we can't build outpost neighboring our city. So let's speed up a bit again. Look at the city. Okay, we produce 56 support equipment each, 62 rather, each month. So it increases as we get more resources. We're still limited by horses, and now iron seems to be a limiting factor for producing new workshops. But basically, there's no need to build more workshops until we have more resources. Army Legion of the Eagle has completed the task to build a new city. That's perfect. So that basically means that we have 2 cities now. This new city starts with a very basic garrison of 100 soldiers, no workshops. I will actually do like this, that I will order it to build a workshop right away. This takes 2 months. That's perfect, because it will collect some basic resources from the hex where it stands, meaning that we can start to build some equipment right away. Let's change to expansion mode and see where we can build our 3rd city. I'm thinking that we will build it on the shores of the southern lake. Perhaps here. It's close to the neutral Mevaro. Perhaps not an ideal. I think it's actually safer to build it up close to the Grand Empire than to the Mevaro. So we'll send the army up there. We'll do it on a lake square because they give quite good manpower and horse generation. We need this very much in our cities in the beginning. Let's do the build farm project. Takes 3 months and off we go. Okay, what is happening here? He's actually rushing and attacking us. What annoying grunt. Okay, first or combat round 0. Your forces are being attacked by the forces of clearing. Combat rounds 0. Both sides have marched to the field of battle and the struggle is just about to begin. Okay, we let it go a few turns. See again, this combat round 3. He has nearly 1200 troops. He have lost 6 and we have lost 50. This is not going well for us. He also using the rush enemy strategy, armor composition bonus. It's basically he has much better combat readiness than we have. It means he gets much more damage point and combat values than we have. So we will basically lose this battle. It went very quickly. I believe if he wants that, let's see if we can get away. If he wants that sector, let's or build. Oh, so now he contacts us. We are pleased to announce the communication channel between Tim and Imperium is successfully established. May these developments herald a new era of collaboration and understanding. Yeah, thank you. Actually attack our peaceful settler. Okay, we try to move away and see if we can escape from him. I don't want to be attacked again. He seems to be a little bit after us. See if we can get away. What happens here? We've researched government level 1. See if we get something well. Military Academy gives us more armies. Not interesting now. Archery give us better archers. We don't have any archers. We don't even produce bows. But let's select that one because it can be very good in the future. Our city is still lacking horses, so we will not build more workshops. Okay, let's go back to our escaping army and see if we can get away from him. Okay, it seems that he has stopped being interested in hunting us. We improve the infrastructure here. Let's go back to the diplomatic map. Okay, let's go and see what we can build on this hex that is has a distance 2 to our capital. Go back to expansion mode. He will probably claim the territory rather soonish. Yep, there he claimed it. Sometimes you need to click a button for the map to be updated. We will build our new farm in the lakes here in the north instead. I am a little bit annoyed here at our not so peaceful neighbor. We go back to diplomatic mode. Okay, we are now 2 sectors away from the capital. We can build barracks, we can build camp, we can build mine stable, and we can build warehouse. We can also improve terrain. But looking at our city, I see that still horses. We need horses. So I will actually start by building a stable. Takes 30 days, quick project. Let's go for this. And speed up the timer again. Let's see if our second city... I was saying that let's see when it will complete the barracks, but it actually completed the barracks just as I thought about it. I will put this workshop on support equipment. You can press on the equipment icon and you will get some information about it. Also information about how much resources it costs and the workshop capacity required to build one of these items. Like I said, we need more support equipment, so I put it on support equipment. Let's speed up the timer again, see what happens in our magnificent and expanding empire, even if we are a little bit bruised after the Grand Empire. And we have built a stable. That's perfect. And we have found another hex, or claimed another hex. We can build an outpost. Let's see here now. Now we get 8 horses each day. That's a good improvement. And this new hex, I will actually build a marketplace. Marketplaces are very good because they increase the manpower generated by the city as a whole, which means that all hexes will improve in manpower production. Takes 3 months, but yep, it's important. Let's go for this one.